What is up, everyone? Thanks for joining me. I'm KG. Another replay here. I'm going up against Dracotail this time. I start the duel off with an extravagance. We just go straight to main phase. So banish 6, get a couple draws. He doesn't have anything to stop this, so pretty much home free. I draw 2 cards, and these sleeves are not bad, bro. I normally be rocking just normal white sleeves, the Pegasus sleeves, normally what I use, and that'd still be my go-to. But these sleeves are not bad, bro. These sleeves are nice. I like the way they look. The feel is not too bad. Shuffling them is not the greatest, so the shuffle is not great. But yeah, so I go ahead and summon Fenrir here. Fenrir goes ahead and grab Unicorn for me. Um, I believe I have Archfiend. Yeah, actually, I think I have multiple copies of Archfiend in this game. So I go ahead and go Archfiend, revealing the Unicorn that I just searched off the Fenrir. Um, I don't think he doesn't have shit for this, so I go ahead and search. I'm thinking he didn't have Droll, so let me just go and get Regenesis. So I search Regenesis, use the Regenesis, grab the Sage. He drops Swallows, so I'm like, okay, it's not gonna do anything. Like I didn't know he was playing Dracotail at the time, but so he probably should have just kept that in his hand and just saved it. But um, I guess he just preferred dropping it there to maybe get the draw. I don't know. He probably just didn't know what my deck did or blah blah. Like I used extravagant, so he probably should have just kept the walls in his hand. But we all make mistakes. So then I go ahead, summon out the Sage. I tribute summon. He thinks I'm going in the extra deck, and I'm like, no, I'm just normal summoning. He goes to draw, but no draw, bro. I'm just normal summoning the Unicorn. And I grab Birth off of it, of course. Yeah, I go ahead and activate the Birth, use the Birth, get back the Fenrir. So this gives me another form of interruption. But it does also put me over 5 summons. That's my 5th summon. So Fenrir, Unicorn, Fenrir, Archfiend, and Sage. So I am on 5 summons. He tries to nim me here. I just negate it with Sage. I have another Archfiend in hand, so I just send it, negate, and then I pass there. His go. He's probably not feeling too bad there, but I'm feeling great. Like I said, I have Sage. I have Unicorn, Fenrir, Birth. So I'm feeling good. I also have some cards in my hand too, so like I said, I'm feeling fine. I go ahead and use Sage to negate. I'm just like, fuck it. Nope. Negate it. Send the 3rd Archfiend. Sending the 3rd Archfiend, bro. I opened all 3, but it's all good. It's all good because I had Extrav, so we're good. I did draw one off the Extravagance, so and it worked out, so I ain't mad. It is what it is. If you guys saw my deck profile, that's why I'm only playing 1 Regenesis now. It's because I just don't feel like I need it that much. I love Regenesis. I think it's a great looking card, but I think it's better looking than anything. I think Code's the better card because it's 1 card combo, and you can use it in draw phase, play around Droll. So yeah, we're on 3 Codes for sure, but only 1 Regenesis. He goes ahead and summons out the. Oh yeah, he uses the other fusion spell. Yeah, and then goes for the Arthalion. And then Lugia's effect to set, and I'm just like, yeah, you're good. So he's using Arthalion to try and bounce my Unicorn, I believe. I don't know why he was so worried about the Unicorn, but maybe there's just some one of in his extra deck. But yeah, I allow it. I do change role since he added a card from his deck to his hand with the fusion spell. So see, yeah. So I do troll him. Everything else resolves. He bounces back my Unicorn. Yeah, so everything's resolving now. He's going to set a card, I believe, from his deck. He goes for the Sting. Like I said, it really truly doesn't matter too much at this point. But let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, on Res I used Fenrir to banish Arthalion because he did use a monster effect there. So on Res of that monster effect, I go ahead and just get rid of the Arthalion, and then he goes. I think he just passes. So then I trigger the Archfiend Engrave to add back to hand. I think he scoops it up. Yeah, he scoops it up. Like I said, he doesn't. Nothing else he could do. He had another fusion spell that he already used. So yeah, we're going into game 2 here. See, I got 5 in hand. Yeah, I only have 4, so I drew for the 5th card, and then he summons out Lucius, and we're off to the races. I do Droll here. Not great. Not great. Probably should have sided those out, honestly, but I really didn't have much to side in. I sided in my evenly matches. But I need to side some more stuff for this matchup, so I definitely should have had more to side in, but I didn't, so cooked. Kept the Joels in. I'm honestly probably just going to side Valor and just play Valor so that if they go Arthalion, I can just stop them from adding back. I'm honestly fine with that play. I'm fine with that play. I'm fine with stopping the Arthalion from adding back 2 to 3 cards from grave. I think that's pretty decent. So I am just going to start playing Valor for this matchup because I don't really know what else to play. Even though things are going to start changing soon, this deck's about to be cracked. They're going to have the branded card, the branded shit that summons for free and gets them a resource. I'm actually going to be really scared of this deck. They're going to have the spoon coming out. Like, this shit's going to be a problem real soon. But, yeah, he goes for the Arthalion to add back. I think that's a Bell and a 5 mana. He sets off the 5 mana. Or is that the Malulu he set off of? He set off of one of the Dracotails. And now he's going for... Right, Spirit Dragon because it's the spellcaster, right? So he goes for Spirit, links 2 into Seal. Good play. I like that. Love that for him. That's pretty good. Then he goes ahead and uses Rahu, using the 5 mana in hand. And he's going to go for the Urgula. Smart play, just get the 5 mana back for free. So just free fusion spells here. He goes for the Gulamel, I believe his name is. Gulamel. Adds back the 5 mana like we talked about. And sets up the double trap. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Well, I do... yeah, okay. I think I'm in a decent spot, actually. Yeah, I think I'm in an okay spot based on what I have in my hand. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I think I'm in an okay spot. He ends there, I draw. I just go, let's see, I think standby, main, yeah. Then I go straight into battle phase. Yep. Just go straight into battle phase. And then he doesn't do anything, so I just go evenly match into battle phase. I think he probably should have chained the... He probably should have chained the Seal and bounced back his fusion. But he just sits on the fusion, so that's where we're at with it. So like I said, I think I probably would have just... If it was me, I probably would have chained the Seal, bounced back the fusion, kept one of the trap cards to get something off the Seal. I would have done. But now I have Fenrir, so I go Fenrir Search. He's feeling pretty good. Or I'm feeling pretty good right now. Like I said, I have Fenrir plus I think 3 or 4 other cards in my hand. Then I go Ether, and yeah, he's feeling alright too because he has 5 mana. That's the thing. He has 5 mana, and I have nothing to deal with that shit, bro. Like I said, I'm switching up the deck for sure because I need to have more cards that interact with my opponent. I want to play what's it called, the Fallen and the Virtuous shit. I definitely want to play that, so I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna be making some changes. That's why I wanted to do a profile for y'all recently because, you know, I'm gonna be making some changes. So I wanted to show you guys the Primite engine and the Kashtira engine one more time before I change it up. Let's see. Yeah, he goes for Arthalion, targets 2, gets the Bell, Malulu, but he also targets my Ether Bro to bounce the hand, which actually turned out to be a good play because I would have turned that into something that I could use. So bouncing that was actually good for him, and then he uses Malulu to negate the Fenrir. And I tried to go Fenrir chain 1, targeting Gulamel to banish, so that's just going to fizzle as well because at the end of the chain he's going to just use Malulu to negate the Fenrir, so that is a nice play. Permanently negate the Fenrir. And then I go for Warrior, and I go for Dragon. I let them know what it does. I let them know that it bounces a monster by attributing itself. And then, like I said, Dragon. Looking back on it, I probably should have just gone rank 7, gone for Draco Sack, and then started popping some of this shit because I end up getting overwhelmed next turn. I just end up getting overwhelmed with all his fusions. I don't have enough ways to defend myself. Yeah, it was just one too many fusions. If I could have just stopped one of them, I would have been okay, but I couldn't. So he knows both cards in my hand. I show them, and yeah, I think I pass here. Not good. Not good. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm probably going to be cutting the Primite cards, truthfully. Like, if I just had Fallen in the Virtuous, I'd have been in a good spot. Yeah, I would have just got another one. We'd have been in a good-ass spot. So yeah, I'm probably just going to cut that shit, to be honest with you. But he goes for What is that? Lucius. Yeah, it's just game. Like, if this shit resolves, it's not looking good because that's going to get him to another monster. I think he already has 5 mana. But whatever monster he doesn't have, that's going to get him to it. I don't know why I used Dragon right away. I probably should have just held it. Not that it really mattered. But I do use that. He doesn't chain because he doesn't want to bounce any of his monsters. Which I probably still would have done. I probably still would have chained it, bounced a monster. So like I said, I just misplayed with the Dragon. I should have just kept it on the field, truthfully. But yeah, he goes for Rahu. And then I just allow it. Like I said, there's not really much I could do. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Cooked. Like, it's all bad. We don't draw Ash over here. It's not looking good. We don't draw Ash over here, bro. We don't. Like, I don't know what to tell you. We don't draw Ash. So I might have to switch the rarity on those. Go back to my OG prints for Maximum Crisis, or go to my PCRs because I do have some CRs that I like as well. I don't know. We're gonna have to do something because this shit ain't working for me, bro. Not seeing Ash all tournament is not gonna work for me. Like, I need to see Ash, bro. Like, I love Ash. Come on, dude. Like, let me get some generic negation here, bro. Like, please. If I could have just stopped one of these fusion spells, I would have been in a really good spot. And I think I have a drill beam in my hand too. I have a drill beam, I think, that just doesn't do shit. I think so. I'm not positive. Oh no, I don't. I have Unicorn and I have what's it called? Ether Barrel. Yeah, it was another game that I drew drill beam. It wasn't this one. So never mind on that. What am I reading here? What am I reading? What the hell am I reading here? I have no idea. Maybe it was maybe it was Pan or something. I don't know. It might have been Pan. Yeah, he has 3 fusions, so I just scoop it up and go to the next game. Good game. Well played by him. I go code in the draw phase here, game 3. I sided in a bunch of fucking trap cards. Like if you guys look at my deck profile, every trap card I'm playing, pretty much I sided in. Literally every single one. So yeah, I go for code. Code gets me to the Sage, and then in draw or in main phase, I go ahead and go for the Regenesis. He does have Droll this time, so even though I open Archfiend, I'm not going to be able to use it because he has Droll. So that sucks. Not good. Not looking good. So I say fuck it. I still go ahead and summon it out. Summon out the Archfiend, and then I summon out the Dragon. Yeah. Not looking good. It is not looking good. This import is not enough. I just passed here. Like I said, it's not looking great for me. It really isn't. So yeah, let's see where we're at with it. I pass. Like I said, all these cards are gonna come back next turn at least. That's my only saving grace here, is that I have hella follow up. But yeah, he's gonna go ahead and go Lucius. I'm like, yeah, bro, I got nothing for it. Go ahead. He searches, gets the 5 mana, I believe. I use Droll. So the good thing about this Droll is that it'll stop him from using one of his fusion spells. So that's good. He gets the 5 mana and he passes. So that tells me he doesn't have a way to fuse. All he has is 5 mana to fuse. That's what it tells me. Because he would have used the spell card if he had one. Plus the 5 mana. He would have used it for sure. I go ahead and go for the Lordly Load here, which is good because I also open Drill Beam this game. So I have a dead Drill Beam in hand. Might have should have saved that, honestly. So yeah, I might have should have saved that and just gone battle here and attacked. But I was greedy trying to get game. I was greedy. He's trying to go for game. I probably should have just let him do his thing. Gone to battle, did some damage, saw if he did anything, and then used the drill beam to negate some shit. That would have just made this game a lot easier. But instead, I do what I probably shouldn't have done. Just summon out the Ether Barrel after using drill beam on his Lucius. Like I said, I was going for game. I was getting greedy. So now I go ahead and use drill beam, set itself. So we're in a decent spot. Next turn we have drill beam. We have a lot of monsters, so it's looking all right for us. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. I try to go battle. He uses 5 mana. I just negate with Archfiend or with Sage, and then he uses Veiler on me. So I'm like, fuck. That's why he wanted to pass back, so he could just negate the Veiler. I'm thinking, okay, this is not good. But yeah, no response. So now he's gonna fuse. He's gonna use Malulu and I think a Bell or a Pan. Pan? He's using something. He's using Malulu and something to fuse, so I'm not really sure. But he's using Malulu. I think it is Pan. I want to say it's Pan because I think he pops a monster here. Someone's texting me. Yeah, so now he goes ahead and uses Arthalion, uses his Dracotail cards to set up some shit. I hate this deck. I hate this deck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not like this deck, bro. I do not like it. Like, activate one fusion spell, either negate it or lose. Like, I fucking hate this shit. I don't like. You either have the negate for the fuse, or you're in a really bad spot. Like, it's fucked up. Like, I don't like this shit. I really don't. Like, and you wouldn't be in such a bad spot if you can negate Arthalion, so it's okay, it's okay. I'm probably gonna go back to Valor. I'm probably gonna put Valor back in my deck, honestly, because this shit is ridiculous, bro. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Like, this can't keep happening to me. Like, I'm tired of it. Truly, I am. But yeah, he goes ahead and, like I said, uses Pan, uses all this shit. He said he wants to add back the Pan instead. I'm like, yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care. You're good. No big deal. It's your locals. And I go ahead and use Regenesis, bring back the Archfiend, activate Archfiend to search. I'm thinking here I need to search for Birth so that I can try and get some more resources. I need to rebuild my board because currently Sage is negated by Malulu, so I'm gonna need to get rid of Sage. And then, like I said, my idea was to bring it back with Birth. So yeah, we have Birth off the Archfiend that we got off the Regenesis. Beautiful, beautiful, love that, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it takes me a little while to decide what I'm doing for some reason. I don't know. That wasn't that difficult to go in for, so I need to speed that up for sure. Yeah, we end up going for SP Little Knight. Yeah, we go Striker and then we go into SP just to banish a card. I choose to banish the Arthalion just so he doesn't have an extra monster. I can play around both of the back rows, so I'm like not too worried about them. He has the one that negates spells, and he has the one that stops attack from monsters, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so we banish that, and then I go ahead and use Loreley Load, summon out the Blue Eyes. So, yeah, he said, is that 5 summons? I'm like, yeah, it's 5 summons. And he nibs, so I can't chain SP because I just used Loreley Load. So yeah, we're cooked. We just go ahead and get rid of everything, count it up, get rid of it. Yep. So token is at 76 attack and 5,000 defense. So it's a big ass token. He's gonna have to deal with that. Shouldn't be too hard for him, honestly. So I go ahead and get the token. Forgetting that I'm playing. I actually have the Nib token in my extra deck. I just forgot and use a Simone. Yeah, not looking good. So he just passed here. I believe that's just it. Like I said, I have Bird at least, so I'm going to be able to, get some field presence again next turn. But like I said, it really isn't too much. I show him the cards he knows. He knows Load, he knows Drill Beam. I set them both off their effects, and then I pass turn. He also knows I have Bird, so everything's known and I have nothing else, so I passed. 5-mana Baylor was pretty good, dude. That shit was nice. And then he had Nib on top of it. Nib is good, bro. I'm telling you, Nib is like really good. It's like a sneaky good card. It really is. I love Nib. It's great.
No.
I activate Birth. He asked me what it does. I explain it to him. I'm like, yeah, it can book a moon. It can also summon from grave by sitting itself. And he's like, okay. And then I just activate the effect to send and summon itself. He has no response. So I soul charge here for 3. I go for Sage, Archfiend, and Dragon. That's all we have. And then we go ahead and that's all we have. That's pretty good. Like, we got 3 monsters back. That's pretty good. So we go ahead and get a search off of the Archfiend. I think I just searched for code. So I can get Archfiend going again next turn. And then use it to add back the Regenesis and get shit going again. So I do go for that. He goes for Horn, targeting his own Nib. I'm like, can you do that? He's like, yeah, he can do that. So he adds his Nib back to hand, and he shovels back Arthalion and gets a draw. At this point, I know everything in his hand except for the top deck, or I know basically everything in his hand except for the top deck and whatever he's going to draw off this. So I'm like, As long as he doesn't draw a fusion spell, I should be okay. Because I know I have to stop 5 mana. I don't have a choice but to stop 5 mana with the Sage. But as long as he doesn't have a fusion spell in hand, I should be okay. I should be alright. He draws. He activates 5 mana. I have to negate, like I already talked to you guys about. I have to negate. I can't use the drill beam because you need a normal monster that's not a token. So you can't drill beam. I go ahead and negate, send the Archfiend off, and what was that top deck? I think it's a pan. I think if I saw it was right in his hand, I think he just had a pan. He goes in face, so I'm like, Archfiend effect, out of back. He's like, sure. I'm like, Dragon effect, get rid of your back row, and he scoops it up. He scoops it up. Yeah, it is a pan. It was a pan. So yeah, we got out lucky on that game. He didn't draw a fusion spell. That's what it came down to. It was like, as long as he doesn't top deck fusion spell, we're in there. But if he does top deck fusion spell, I don't think I'm grinding with him, bro. I really don't think I'm gonna be able to grind with him if he top decks fusion spell. So yeah, that's how the duel ends. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Take care.
You got me twice. You got me getting hell yeah, dude. Me. Help me.